Hello and welcome to Spillföreningen in the Fellowship STF. I am Weil and welcome to my hobby vlog. It's been a long time since I've made any hobby vlogs. I have been really busy this summer making a cosplay and not doing that much of miniature stuff. So I have filmed some clips here and there when I have been doing some miniature stuff. I think I'll just show it to you, and I'll stick a photo of the cosplay in the end as well, so you can see what else I've been working on. It's kind of hobby as well. Okay, enjoy.
Little update, I have finished these Panosiania models for Infinity. I'm going to try to have a game with or against Coleslaw today for Strike Zone Wotan, the Infinity campaign, the worldwide campaign between or arranged by Corvus Belli and Beast of War, as you might have seen on Coleslaw's corner. But I had to have a meeting today with Andreas the Norwegian Viking and the rest of the crew for Archon, the gaming festival you heard him, Andreas, talk about in his latest videos. But yeah, so these three guys I've painted up probably 2 years ago. I think, yeah, it's actually 2 years ago. Then I never painted any more Infinity, but I had a lot of models, so Coleslaw helped me put together a list, and I've painted the models for the list. So there's 2 bulleteers. I actually just need one, but I had 2, so I painted both of them. I have the ox spots for the auxilia, and I have 2 auxiliars, and I have one for the nightly ordered thingamajig, I can't remember. So I have the 3 Fusiliers, I have a HVT, and I have a Fusilier Hacker, a Crocman. This is the sniper model, but I've cut up the rifle, the barrel, so he's not a sniper. I'm just going to use him as a Crocman. I have the Father Knights. I just noticed that I hadn't painted the thingamajig, the corpse thing. I really don't know what it is on this base, but I'll just base it grey, dark grey, and then give it a black wash, and might just call it finished at that. And then there's these 2 Auxilia? I can't remember the names. So long time since I've painted or played any Infinity. And the Svalheim Nissa Sniper. So that's that for Infinity. Hopefully we'll get a game in next week for Strike Zone Operation Wotan. I have to defend Stiger 1 as a Pano. We might have actually claimed it back already, but I'll have to do my part. And the other day I got a package containing this cool thing. So I got the Nick starter for the Frostgrave ulterior motives, and I got the whole pack with the Barbarian on Rhino, like so. And there's a big Rhino with a Barbarian on top. So the sculpt is gorgeous, and the detail on the mini is really, really nice. So yeah, more models for the backlog. this is the main thing. Ulterior motives. So this is a expansion for Frostgrave. This is hard doing one-handed. It's a tight fit. Come on. There we go. Ulterior motives. So it's quite a large deck of cards, both a thick deck and large cards. So there's rules. These add extra treasure, and there are extra different rules. There's extra train pieces as well you'll have to use with these. The red herrings. So there's a gateway, pit, arcane disc, runic stone, sarcophagus, statue, trapdoor, and zombie. So it's like different objectives, secret objectives you have for playing the game. So you shuffle them up and draw one card. Yeah. So you get one of these cards for the game. So it adds some depth, some extra fun for the game. So there's that. I'm thinking I will suggest, I'll just suggest today that we will continue playing Frostgrave with the current warbands we have. Just continue the campaign for another couple of scenarios from the main book, and then we will build new warbands because we've gotten quite a lot of new minis for Frostgrave, specific Frostgrave miniatures, and also some, at least for me, models that I intend to use for Frostgrave. So I think we'll add those, and then we will introduce these as when I've painted up the runes as well. If I can find those, we'll show them off. There we go. So hopefully, Andreas, if you're watching this, let me know, and we'll make up our new warbands and introduce ulterior motives. So this is the statue, and also comment if you want to see the ulterior motives used. So this is a quite nice sculpt, and I think there's no mold lines in this because I think there's this cast upside down like this. So it's just some rubber mold around the whole thing. Looks like. This is the only part I'm a bit disappointed by because it's completely flat on the other side. Then again, it'd be easier to mount it on the side of a ruined building or a wall you already have, but I don't know. It looks really nice from this side, but it's flat. It's cast like this, guaranteed. Yeah. The doorway isn't the hardest part, the hardest terrain part you'll find around. So this is the pit. It's quite nice. The runic stone, arcane stone, really cool. A lot of runes around there. It's just a flat disc. Put it down. Good. Sarcophagus. So this looks like a holy man, a monk. With a couple of there's an angel of death and or two angels. I don't know, but it looks nice. Yeah, I think the detail is quite nice on these. Yeah, this as well is cast like this. so there's no visible or lines or anything on the actual sarcophagus. There's the runic stone, so you can see there's some runes on this. The motif, I'm not really sure, but it looks like there's a wizard there. And the sun and some flames perhaps. And a different symbol on the back. Looks like a snake eating its own tail. Quite cool. It sits nice and flat. This is a very large mouse pad, so this would be the same material that our mats are made from. And it sits quite nice, and it looks quite stable actually, even though it's just centimeter 10mm thickness. I might mount this on something, but the other stuff is quite large, so it's quite nice to have on their own. And then we have the have a trapdoor, so this just goes on flat. So I have quite a lot of different trapdoors actually, but they all need paint, and a zombie. So yeah, this on the other hand has quite a lot of flash and mold edges, mold lines. Yep. But that's the ulterior motives, the Nick starter. I'm really happy. The card looks really good. So does the train and the Rhino, the barbarian. There's a small update. I have done some other stuff. I really can't remember what I did from last time, but these have been Infinity model. Have been slight grind. I really wanted to airbrush these, but I don't have the time or the mental capacity now to learn how to use it, and the time to get it done in time for Wotan. So hopefully we'll get more games in now that the studio is ready for the most part. Andreas and the other guys have done a fantastic job setting that up. I've also helped, but it's been mainly Andreas and Stig, Coleslaw, tour guide, and Andreas, the other Andreas. Yeah, hopefully we will be able to bring you lots of cool stuff. Hopefully we'll get an Infinity game out next week or the week after, and then we'll hopefully keep that up. But next weekend is Archon, the gaming festival. As of, I say next week, and today is Thursday, the 15th of June. I have no idea when this will go out. Yep, we'll see if I'll update you some more.
Jeg foreslår tøffelsone her inne.
Small update from the painting table, or the mess that is the painting table. I've finished all the Infinity stuff. I've put some on clear acrylic bases. I've played the game with them. It's Thursday. Archon is tomorrow. Just received some minis for Free Blades. I just got 2 start sets and a rule book, so I'm going to try that out. Some cool fancy figures in the skirmish game. So that's going to be cool. I picked up a creature for it. There's the dwarves, so the dwarves is going to duel for Sarg as well. No, sorry, for Frostgrave. But it's going to be a while before we get to them. Some beasts for some rats and hounds for could use for both Relic Blades and for Frostgrave, and here we have the Saga warband. I've started painting the bases, just the brown base coat I use for it. So, some progress. Not going to get to anything done this weekend, so I'm just pushing through with a couple of minis, trying to get the what's the faction called? Harad de Landquesters done. So I just came home from the movies. I watched the King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. It's a really, really good movie. If you haven't watched it already, go see it ASAP. Really, very good. Really cool science fiction, high fantasy movie, and it's a Guy Ritchie movie, which you can tell by it. But yeah, small update. I'll talk to you later. Little update on the hobby vlog, since Andreas and Stig is in Manchester for Articon. There's not much use of the studio, so I thought I'd try out my Hearst art molds using some plaster. I used some Cynics super strength plaster, so it's quite tough. I got some cool stuff, some pots, crate with an interior, a smaller crate, chest. We just see there's some air bubbles. Let's see, here we go, air bubbles on the corners and stuff, but I think it's fine. So I have to make another half, and then this will stick on there. Focus, yeah. So I've got a lot of stuff. I've got bricks to make a round tower. So I just saw some guy on the Relic Blades Facebook group, Relic Blade Battle Friends group, and he made a tower, and it looked really cool, or a rune using these parts. So I just, okay, I'll have to try this now. So so here's the Hearst art thing. So this is just like 10 minutes since I poured this in. Probably I did these two, then I did these. I didn't mix up enough, but this is already dried enough to take it out of the mold, so I can actually it's probably not all the way through set all the way through, but it works really nice. So I can actually cast up a whole bunch instead of waiting 24 hours for it to dry inside the molds. So we'll see how this goes. And if you've used the Hearst Arts mold, this is the first time I'm using them, so if you have any tips, please comments below, and we'll see if I film some more updates or release this now. Tiny update at the end. I have, let's see, I have to use the flashlight on my cell phone. I have primed the entirety of my Lake Town Survivor bundle. So 6 archers, 6 hand weapon. Let's see if we could focus. Yeah, and 6 bear. Bard mounted. Bard with the really flimsy spear. Oh, sword. Bard the bowman. Bard for the windlands. And the captain. And I have the pirates. my blood and plunder stuff all primed up. Here's the mess that is my desk at the moment. These are from the double-sided tape I use for priming. I stick the double-sided tape on strips of cardboard, and then because they are quite wide and a base only need half of it, so I can use these twice. I could even reuse where I've sat the miniature for priming. Yeah, so here we have some prime models. We have some Survivors of Lake Town from, it's not Games Workshop, I really don't know where these are. They are not very good. The rest of the, I have a Dale Captain, Lake Town Captain, and Girion, and I have the Windlands. I found out that I don't have the right base for the Windlands, so I'll just leave it at that for now and finish the Survivors first. Here is the Rhino. Just need some detail on the the different bits and pieces, but I lost it in the on the floor and it broke off, and yeah. I hate it when stuff like that happens. Yeah, I have a lot, maybe too much going at once. I haven't been painting for a long time, but I have been preparing quite a bit. But I need to paint the Lake Town Survivors for the Grand Campaign, so I'll have to do that quite soon. But I think I'll end the hobby vlog now. Thank you very much for watching. Please consider supporting us on Patreon. Thank you very much if you already are. It's invaluable support for Spelföreningen and the Fellowship STF. And as always, please comment, like, share and subscribe and enjoy your hobbying.